Hello, good morning. As you can see behind me, we have some beautiful cherry blossoms. We're at Shinjuku Gyoen this morning. It's about 12 degrees Celsius, or about 54 degrees Fahrenheit. It's kind of cloudy, and a really beautiful day to check out the cherry blossoms. So, I'm here today with one of my coworkers, Yasuko.
Hello, good morning, bonjour.
And we'll be taking questions from you guys a little bit later on. Anything that you'd like to know about cherry blossoms in Japan, visiting Japan in spring, things like that. So first of all, as I mentioned, we're at Shinjuku Gyoen. It's used to be one part of the Edo residence of Lord Naito, who is a vassal of Ieyasu Tokugawa. In 1906, it was made into an imperial garden, and in 1949, it was opened to the public as a national garden. So it's super beautiful, really big, and has three styles of landscapes. A landscape garden, a formal garden, and a traditional garden. So one of the things that I love about this place in spring is there's about 900 cherry trees. And there's about 70 varieties of them. And the cool thing is that they range from early blooming variety to like a more late blooming. So anytime that you come in spring, you could probably see some really nice sakura. So there is admission, and it costs 500 yen for adults. And right now is kind of peak season, so there's a lot of people. As a result, reservations are required on certain days, and basically see the article that is on our website, and we'll post it later, and put it in the description of this for reference as well. And one of the other really cool things right now, this year, is there's going to be a projection mapping thing in the evening. So definitely check that out. It's going to be super cool. So without further ado, let's have a walk around.
Yeah.
So we're actually right in the middle of Shinjuku, which is one of the super big parts of Tokyo on the west side. And it's pretty incredible just to walk around and realize that you're in the middle of this huge city, but you're surrounded by this beautiful garden. And I'll show you in just a minute. But there's so many cool trees. It's such a beautiful place to come in each season. But spring is definitely one of my favorites. Probably spring is one of the most beautiful times to come here. And autumn as well, with the beautiful foliage. It's just a stunning place to come. So at night, this year, you can see over here a little bit, there's these LED lights, and that'll be lighting up a lot of these trees for the colors and projection event. So if you're in Tokyo and have time, definitely come check that out. And that'll be coming basically from this Friday. So, has anyone been in Japan in spring before? So, how about you, Yasuko?
Yeah.
This is your first time to visit.
No, not first time.
Not first time, but like
Second time or third time?
it's been a long time though.
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
First time in spring.
Really?
Yeah,
What do you think?
beautiful. Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I think it's just a gorgeous time to visit in spring. Right now, we're hearing all sorts of birds around us, and I hope you can hear them too. Yeah, just super like the sounds of Japan in spring. I mean, it's so cool.
And I forget that I'm in Shinjuku here.
Yeah,
I
like
cannot believe that I'm in Shinjuku.
there is a little bit of construction. Hope you guys can hear us okay, but it's basically like right around the park. There's garden. There's a lot of construction going on. It's kind of interesting because Tokyo is always sort of remaking itself. And another thing you'll notice probably is we're not wearing masks. So I think last year, around this time when we did our cherry blossom walk, we were still in the middle of the pandemic, and we were meant to basically do social distancing and wear masks and be very careful with each other. That was recently revised, so now we can, if people want to wear masks, it's up to them, and if people would prefer not to, that's okay too. Nevertheless, there's a lot of people right now who are wearing masks.
Because of Kafun show.
Yeah, hay fever.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people too. Yeah. So I think behind us you can see another one of the beautiful sakura trees. And right now it's such a perfect time because the wind is blowing just a little bit, and a lot of the petals are starting to sort of dance and fall down. So, what do you call that in Japanese?
I don't know the name exact, but we express this like hira hira or hara hara.
What does that mean? Like dancing or something?
Yeah, dancing in the air.
Wow.
We can say, and it is a little bit sad.
Kind of melancholy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
beautiful too.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like for me, one of the things that I always wanted to do in Japan was come right when the Sakura snow started to come.
Yeah. You want
it's-
to catch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me too, sometimes it drops on you, and it's kind of fun. So let's continue on, and I'll show you one of my favorite spots in Shinjuku Gyoen. So this is one of the areas in the garden that you can see part of the city. But as we go deeper into the garden, we don't actually see so much of the actual city anymore. It's a really lovely feeling. And something I love about this area too is, I mean, look at it. We have just this beautiful pond with these amazing pine trees. And Sakura is just blooming right there. It's such a comfortable scene. If you're ever visiting Shinjuku, I definitely recommend coming here. That's pretty cool, huh? So, when you see this kind of scene, Yasuko? Like, what is your impression? Like, what do you think about this?
With Sakura or
Yeah,
with this garden, Japanese garden?
like about both, maybe. Like, is this
Ah.
really kind of Japan for you?
Yes. Here is something I forget in my usual life.
I think that's a fun way to say it.
Yeah, it reminds me that I am Japanese
Oh, that's really important too, I think.
because I'm comfortable with this garden.
It's very familiar.
Yeah. And with Sakura too, it makes me nostalgic because the Sakura is the symbol of the graduation or the beginning of the new life.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
We were talking about this a little bit yesterday. This is one of the tea houses, by the way. And there's just a beautiful weeping sakura here as well. Yeah, we were talking about that a little yesterday, and something that you mentioned is in the U.S. where I'm from, like the school year
Yeah.
basically begins in autumn, and in Japan, the school year sort of
It's
well-
at the beginning of April.
right, but it also finishes in spring too, doesn't it?
Yeah, finish in the middle or the end of March.
So, kind of the beginning and end is sort of at the same time,
Yes, almost. With Sakura, always.
which I think is so interesting. So, companies also, many companies begin their
Yeah.
like a
Fiscal
new
year,
fiscal
yeah.
year, and it's a time when many people sort of join new companies, or they move,
Yes.
or they do things like that. So it's a lot of preparation for kind of new life, right?
Yes.
So, like,
And we say adieu to many people in this season, so it is like cherry blossom who is short-lived.
yeah,
I cannot explain well, but you can understand.
yeah, it's kind of the life is kind of we're seeing sort of the circle of life in a sense, and I think that's one reason why cherry blossoms are kind of a symbol
Yes.
of, and spring maybe too, but are really wonderful symbol of Japan,
Yes.
and that sort of philosophy too. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing ends eternally. It's the one of the spirits of Bushido, I think.
So something else that you mentioned yesterday, Yasuko, was, like we were talking a little bit about what kind of sakura that we like,
Yeah.
and what moment of sakura do we like, and for me, I mentioned, for example, I really like this style of sakura, which is they have like larger blossoms, and you know, it's just a big, beautiful tree that, the whole expanse of the tree just looks like it's exciting and just moving. But you mentioned, for example, like you sort of prefer
Yeah,
where,
I like full bloom.
Yeah.
And hazakura, the mixture of green leaves and cherry blossom, like
kind of
this.
like this.
Yeah. New life.
Yeah, I like that.
It's fresh.
That concept, like we shouldn't touch them too, right? But we have like this really beautiful, like, kind of pom-pom, and behind it there's this new life, this kind of freshness that we can see too. Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why do you like that so much?
I don't know. I like everything mixed. I like mixed culture, so
That's cool.
yeah. And with this style of sakura, there are less people in front of sakura, so
Oh, because many people sort of prefer,
full bloom.
prefer the full bloom,
Yeah.
as opposed to sort of the last of the bloom. I can understand that.
I like full green leaves too, fresh green leaves without
Yeah.
cherry blossom.
It's a nice time of the season too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we see a lot of the new green, or like a new fresh greens. Yeah. Is there a word for that in Japanese?
Shinjuku,
Oh,
new green.
new green.
But not just for sakura, but we like the word shinryoku. We say shinryoku no kisetsu, the season of new green.
That's cool. It's very
Yeah.
poetic.
Yeah. And with this, we will have Golden Week soon. It announces the beginning of Golden Week,
Yeah, so
kind of.
if you're sort of new to Japanese culture, Golden Week is a series of national holidays that sort of come in, well, right at the end of April and at the beginning of May. And yeah, it's a time where there's a lot of people moving around. There's a lot of congestion, actually. And as a result, you see a lot of people on vacation and just moving around famous places. So, yeah, in my experience, like Tokyo gets super crowded,
Yeah.
and same with like Kyoto too, right?
Yeah.
So we were talking about how since Japan reopened, it's gotten actually super popular. And a lot of foreign visitors have been coming over, which is great. It's so wonderful to be able to see people again, and sort of share the country with everyone. But as a result, one thing that I would really advise everyone is make reservations. Like even if you have like a Japan Rail Pass or something like that, on popular days, especially around Golden Week, make sure that you still make a seat reservation for the Shinkansen or other trains, because you probably want to get a seat. And also, for example, like Shinjuku Gyoen, where we're at, there's certain days that require reservations as well. So make sure that you get tickets in advance. Check official websites for when peak seasons are. And I would also say, like, for example, making restaurant reservations at popular places. That's super important right now.
Can you enjoy waiting for a restaurant, for example, when you travel?
That's a really interesting question.
1 hour, 2 hours?
If it's a place that I know, like, is going to be really good, I don't mind waiting so much, no.
Okay.
But there's a limit. So
But in your usual life, you can wait for
if
an
it's
hour?
probably not 1 hour.
When you are hungry.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, one of the things is, like, some very, very popular places don't always accept reservations.
Yeah.
So instead, they request that people just sort of come and wait. But if you can, get tickets in advance and make reservations. That's so beautiful, isn't it? So this is more of the Japanese garden, traditional garden. And now we'll go into one of the more open spaces. And I hope everyone can hear the birds. Like, so last time that we introduced Sakura season in Japan, we did a live stream from the Meguro River, and which is a very popular place. And I think one of the things that I love about that area is it's very pretty at night when they're sort of lit up. And there's just a lot of people who go around this, like a tunnel of sakura. But actually, one of the reasons I love Shinjuku Gyoen so much is for places like trees like this. I mean, it's just massive. And it looks so natural with the rest of the scenery. So something that Japanese also do is there's a culture here called Hanami. So what, Yasuko, like, what is Hanami?
Hanami is
Well, literally, it means flower watching or flower viewing,
flower
right?
watching. But I have heard about the beginning of Hanami in ancient era.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is true or not, but before, Hanami was the celebration of the harvest in advance.
Oh, yeah.
Harvest of next autumn. How can I say that?
Yeah, so it's sort of the anticipation of a good harvest.
Yes, we celebrate in advance
Wow.
for that it comes true.
So, in order to sort of make a good harvest come true, people in the spring sort of come and get together
Yeah,
and enjoy that kind of culture
yeah, with Sakura.
and enjoy the cherry blossoms. Yeah, when I first came to Japan, to be honest, I thought my first impression was like flower watching sounds very boring. You know,
Yeah,
like, hey, they're flowers. Why do we need to watch them? And what I realized actually is one, there is a lot of beauty just to enjoying the blossoms, but it's also a time when Japanese really open up. There's a lot more people who
yeah,
get relaxed and just sort of open up, enjoy like picnics and parties with friends. But
yeah,
the interesting thing for me too is that it's also a time for people to get together
yeah.
when people are just coworkers too, right?
Yes, yes. Hanami is one reason for gathering everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just gathering everybody together.
Yeah. And everything is delicious under Sakura.
Fair enough, hey? There's a lot of foods that's right. Like, sushi is a big popular one.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of other kinds of products that come out at
Hanami
the
bento.
Hanami Bento.
Yeah.
But even like, for example, like Starbucks came out with
Yeah.
like a Sakura drink, and Coca-Cola, I think, also came out with like a special labeled bottle for this season too.
Yeah. And many companies of sweets.
Yeah, that's
sell
right.
Something related to Sakura.
Yeah, related, like Sakura related goods and things like that.
Yes.
Oh, this is so beautiful, isn't it?
Ah, Starbucks. Okay.
So everyone, do you have a question about spring in Japan or cherry blossoms in Japan or anything like that? Please let us know in the comments. Wow, it's such a... I hope that everybody can sort of see all of this amazing greenery around us too. So, one of the things that we introduced before was, like, we talked a bit about Sakura and Hanami, this flower viewing season, and we talked, like, there's a lot of different kinds of products that come out. So, we actually brought some of these to show you guys. So maybe up at that bench over there, we'll
Okay.
sort of have a quick picnic.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, isn't it? So let's see. While Yasuko is preparing things, I'll show you a little bit more of this beautiful grove in front of us. You know, I'm really I'm really excited to see what this would look like in the evening, you know, for the illumination events that they're planning. I think it would be just outstanding. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but some of the petals are starting to fall a little bit. I love the reflection of the sakura in the water too. That's so cool. So let's see. We have our simple Hanami picnic here, and I'll show everybody that. Wow. What do we have? We have some Kit Kats, some Pocky, and these are like pink rice cakes with a red bean paste inside them. They're super, super good. And you also brought a bento?
Yeah.
Wow.
You will open it.
Cool. Let's have a look. Ready? Ta-da! Wow.
Hanami bento.
That looks so delicious. So what kinds of things are inside? We have tempura,
Mm-hmm.
and what are some of the other things?
Tofu with sakura.
Oh wow,
This is sakura.
that's sakura on top of tofu?
Yeah.
Cool. Wow.
And this is takenoko.
Oh, so takenoko is bamboo.
Yeah, it's a symbol of spring too. Nanohana. Let's see.
Yeah, nanohana is like a canola, which is another very tasty spring thing.
And we have many sakura.
I love the shapes of them. They look so cute.
And we have.
Oh, what's this?
You can open.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, wow, cool.
Chirashi sushi.
So chirashi sushi is like a sushi salad?
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Yeah, we eat chirashi sushi at the Hanami and for the Guards Day,
Okay.
Hinamatsuri.
Hinamatsuri.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Let's see. Maybe we'll open one of these too, if you
Okay.
don't mind.
Sakura mochi. You bought it at 7-Eleven?
That's right. Dong. So that's what this kind of thing looks like. It's really sweet rice with sakura flavor in it. Super tasty. And it's kind of the perfect thing to eat while watching sakura. And we also have, yeah, it's not sakura, but this season is also really popular for strawberries. And we see a lot of strawberry products around this time of year too. Yeah, they're super tasty. And another thing that we start seeing more is green tea. So for example, like the Kit Kats.
We have a lot of taste of Kit Kat.
A lot of flavors, that's right. Yeah. So this one is matcha latte, which is super yummy. I had one earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have matcha too, no?
I think so, that's right.
This is matcha latte.
That's right.
Okay.
And we also have, what's this? Kutsumoshi?
Kusamochi.
Kusamochi.
I
Mochi.
open it.
Yeah, please.
Mugwort.
Yeah, mugwort.
Mugwort.
Mugwort it's a kind of plant. And on the inside is red bean paste, or anko.
Yomogi ka. Mugwort means yomogi, I think.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's cool. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope that you could enjoy a little bit of some taste of Japan and this time of year. It's a beautiful time to visit, and Shinjuku Gyoen, where we're at, is an amazing place to come and enjoy the season. But Shinjuku Gyoen is not only pretty in spring. I love visiting in every season, and it's a wonderful place to walk around either now at this time of year or a little bit later. Like I mentioned before, there's early blooming cherry blossoms, there's late blooming cherry blossoms. There's something almost for every season to enjoy here. So hope you could all enjoy our Sakura Live, and thank you so much. We're planning on doing a few more of these live streams in the future, and we would love to hear from you. Where should we go next? Please let us know in the comments, and hope to hear from you soon.